All right, go ahead.
Just a little bit about Bartley Gel Stains. Bartley Gel Stain was originally produced by Bartley and then later sold, and as most of you that are big users know, it went through several different companies. Well, now it's back being made by Seagrave to the original formula, and we're getting a good quality finish out of our gel stain. These are a couple boxes that we've done just experimenting with it. I wanted to know exactly how well it works. I've done a lot of finishing in my life as a cabinet maker. We have a custom shop, and for 35 years, if it needed finishing, I was the guy. So we've done a lot of different uses of our production and commercial type finishes, and I found that this is a beautiful little finish to work with. I'm going to say right at the beginning that when you're done with it, unfold your rags, spread them out, do not bundle them up and grab and leave them in a bundle, because they are an oil-based stain and it can spontaneously combust if you leave your rags bundled up. So make sure you loosen them up, put them in a fire bucket, maybe a little water in the bottom. That being said, they're much less flammable than most materials, and we can transport them without too much trouble to most places in the country, because they are considered a non-hazardous paint-like material. Fantastic to work with. Takes about 4 to 5 coats of a very thin application. We sell it in pints, and we just recently brought the clear in quarts because we've had a lot of requests for larger amounts in the quarts. Some have asked about gallons. We do not carry a gallon. I don't even believe it's canned in a gallon. I could be proven wrong on that. This stain goes a long way. This one's been around quite some time, used for a lot of projects. It's still quite a lot of stain in the can. And the problem is, don't take care of your lids like this, because if you don't keep them clean, you will get that traditional crustiness on the surface because you didn't get your lid shut tight, and it'll dry out on you, and then your stain won't be much good to you. Now you can take the skim off the top and you'll get use out of this. I'm not going to throw it away. I'll get some use out of it, both in teaching my guys to clean the lid before they close it, as well as making sure you don't dry your stain out. Pint can goes a long way. I've done 4 coats on each of these, 5 in some cases. In some cases it's the stain, some cases it's the stain and a clear coat on top. And these cans aren't even beginning to empty. This is a gel stain half pint. I'm going to clean my screwdriver off a minute. These are only small chests, no doubt. One's the Irish jewelry chest and the other is the Sarah's chest. I thought I was opening the clear. I was opening the honey. The honey was used on the IJC, the Irish jewelry chest. So you can see it's not even a 1/4 of an inch down inside the can. And that's 4 coats or so. The gel was used at least 8 or 9 coats between the two. And this half pint, I could get into square foot coverage and that type of thing, but you'll see the half pint looks like it's hardly been touched. The key to the Bartley and getting a good finish is patience. That's why it wouldn't be used in a commercial shop for a big job, because you're putting it on in very thin coats, letting it dry, and then going back and putting another thin coat on. And it can easily build 5 or 6 layers of very thin applied coverage to get the nice sheen that you see on these 2 pieces here. There's nothing but the Bartley on these. I used a honey stain on the Irish jewelry chest, which is a very light color, and it keeps it just a natural colored cherry with a little bit of balancing out of the color. And on the Sarah's box here, we used underneath warm cherry to give it a red tone, and when that was dry, we went back on top with several layers of the walnut to bring in the brown tones, and on top of that we went with 2 or 3 coats of the clear. So we've got about 7 coats of very thinly applied on this chest to get a nice clean sheen. By using multiple colors and letting them dry in between, light, very light scuffing, you can get this patina of different depth of color in your wood as opposed to one flat look. I think you'll find the gel stains to be very friendly to work with. Just about anybody that's done anything with finishing, if you dust your furniture, you can Bartley Gel Stain.